What's up everybody and welcome back to An Idiot's Road to Glory, episode number 33, where we are starting off very quickly with the last game I played of Div Rivals at about 1 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, just to make sure that I got rank 3. I managed to win it 4-2 and it was the most relieving win of my life because it meant I could actually go to bed. We played pretty decent considering it was 1 o'clock in the morning. To be honest with you, we can see the credentials as we jump through. We got ourselves another 125 FUT Champs tokens, which are absolutely useless to me because you get to requalify just by playing. We got ourselves to 2038 skill rating, and most importantly, we got 860 weekly rank points, whatever the bloody hell they're called, to make us a total of about 1,500 points clear with only 7 hours to go, which was beautiful. So that was last night. We're going to do comment of the day as we jump into the morning after. Comment of the day comes from Jack Clark, who says, what happened to the polls? Let's have a poll about what happened to the polls. Did A, Andy forget about the polls? Or did B, nobody liked the polls? Nah, I'm gonna drop a spoiler. Don't want to ruin it, but I'm pretty sure you all love the polls because you're used to jump onto them and just go mental and vote on everything. So Andy forgot. That's the answer to that poll. We might even actually need a poll for that one. But we'll have some polls as we do go through the series. Sometimes I just want like discussion topics with you guys and just like to have a chat and just ask your actual opinion rather than telling you mine and getting you to vote on it. But this morning, while I was rendering out a Squad Builder Showdown and uploading it and stuff like that, I was just sat at my desk and I seen on the FIFA subreddit that someone with a couple hours left of that UCL upgrade pack, so you can, this is like days into the future for you guys, but like this is this morning for me, days ago to you guys, but it was just about to run out. There was a couple of hours left of this UCL upgrade SBC. This guy on Reddit got messy, so I was like, I've got to do one. And I got Oxlade Chamberlain, unfortunately. So not quite messy, but I was just trading in untradeable stuff, and I was like, with the Road to Glory this year, I like to think that I'm quite good at the Road to Glory. When we jump live, you guys are going to see I've got almost 400,000 coins. So I like to think at least I've kind of got an idea about what's going on. I'm maybe not the best at everything. Investing's a little bit shaky, but I can make coins, and I'm doing right, and I just want to have fun with it. And I really wanted to open some of these blue upgrade packs. So I just did it. Like last year I'd been like, oh no, save them coins. That is at least 6,000 coins worth of untradables, and we could be using that on something that's a lot more better. I can't be bothered with that. I'm going to be honest with you. If it's fun, just do it. I'm not really that bothered. So I did another one, and in this one we got ourselves absolutely crap. Yeah, this one was terrible as well. And I was like, do you know what? Maybe it isn't fun after all. This is tragic. I've just got Oxlade Chamberlain and then Berkey. That's absolutely no use to me whatsoever, other than for trading to SBCs that require blue Champions League cards, and I could have just got them. I've got them anyway. I've got some in my club anyway. I didn't need any more to trade in, so like, screw this. This is ridiculous. However, we packed a duplicate one. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I can't stick him on my transfer list because he's untradeable. My duplicate one, I mean, I can discard him for no coins, but that'd be stupid. My discard one is also untradeable. My discard one? What am I on about? My other one can't be, I can be discarded. My other one, my duplicate one, is also untradeable. This was meant to be really dramatic, but I've just ended up talking rubbish. So basically, I thought I may as well throw him into the SBC, throw the one that I've already got into the SBC, and then I can throw the other one, the duplicate one, into my club. So we did. We traded them in. I did another one. We were still just using untradeable cards. It didn't really matter. But I was a little bit peeved by them and thought they were absolutely crap. But I couldn't think of anything else to trade in my Pellegrini, one of my Pellegrinis into, so I thought I may as well just do another one. Otherwise, I'm just going to discard them for 0 coins. That's a little bit stupid. I may as well get an upgrade pack out of it. So this is where stuff starts to get real. Our third one, as they like to say, third time is a charm. Now, I wasn't actually recording this other than actually just the gameplay, but my mic is turned on in my Elgato software. So when we put this Pellegrini in where we now don't have a duplicate on, I'm going to let you guys listen to my actual nerdy reaction here. Oh, I'm going to walk out one! Brazil, centre back. Thiago Silva. No way. There we go. we got ourselves Thiago Silva. That is how you guys know that I'm not just pretending to be a nerd for YouTube. I actually am a massive nerd. I was sitting here in my office while my video was rendering. I was like, oh, we got a walkout! I was going crazy about it. We got ourselves Thiago Silva, which is absolutely sick. I was buzzing. 89 rated. Imagine it. I've seen the Brazilian ones. I had dreams of Neymar, but you cannot compare him again. An 89 rated blue Champions League centre back Thiago Silva. That is absolutely sick. And this is where the polls are going to start to come in. We're going to have a little bit. I don't even know if I'm going to have a vote because I've thought of a squad, and I'll show you guys in a little bit the squad that I think we could build around. We can get him into our team because, I mean, why not? He looks mental. He's 3 ratings higher and 4 ratings higher than the 2 centre backs that we've currently got. So, I mean, it seems logical to throw him in there. And we're going to come on to the team that we're going to put around him. But again, it's like I said, I do like doing polls. And I like doing polls where you can vote on different stuff. But sometimes I like to just get your guys, like, the nerdy way for it is qualitative and quantitative data. Like, doing a poll is quantitative data. And I can ask you guys, like, for actual numbers, yes or no, and make a tally of it. Whereas qualitative data has more quality to it, and it has your opinion and your actual words and stuff like that in its comments. And I really like reading through your guys' comments, which is why I usually ask you guys just for your opinion in comment form and pick a comment of the day. But we can do more polls and stuff like that as well, because you guys clearly love voting on them as well. So we'll have to do a mixture of both. But there is Thiago Silva. He looks absolutely mental. If you throw an anchor on him, he's ridiculous. He doesn't have the most strength, but an anchor card can boost that up. He's got 91 jumpers. He'll have max jump, and he's only 6 foot, which was putting me off a little bit. But he's just a crazy, crazy good centre back, and it did get me a little bit addicted to these UCL SBCs. As you can see, all of that stuff was untradeable, and we traded it in and got ourselves another one because I was fully sucked in, hooked in, drawn in, whatever you want to. EA had me on strings at this point, and I was like, these are the best things in the world. I'm going to open another one. This is insane. We just got Thiago Silva. Oh, we got another walkout. Oh, it was so sick. I was so excited. I seen the Spanish drop. I was like, it was a little bit disappointing. I'm not going to lie that we got Pareo as our walkouts, but it's still an 87 rated Champions League card. You cannot complain about that at all. He's still a walkout. He's still 87. He can still be traded in for SBC. And to be honest, he still actually looks pretty good. I'm not going to be putting him into my FUT Champs team because I don't think he's quite FUT Champs quality, and I'd have to rework my team quite a lot to get him into the squad. But we could maybe build a second team around him, or a fun team, or a full blue team next time they come out. Do some more of them because it is really fun getting the blue cards. I mean, they're absolutely pointless, like totally pointless. Like the moron that bought my Andrew Robertson from the last episode for 80,000 coin needs his head testing. But to get an untradeable one is pretty fun. That cost me basically nothing. I was trading untradeable players, and I got an 89 rated Thiago Silva. In fact, I was so addicted to them that we ended up going and opening our Div Rivals rewards. I mean, I felt kind of bad about opening them off camera, but I was rank 3. Like, it was pretty crap. I just wanted some untradeable players to trade in for more Champions League cards, basically. So it is rank 3, Div 3. It's not particularly amazing. Like, if we'd got rank 1, I'd obviously opened it on camera with you guys. But in fact, to be fair, I think it's 250k packs and 225k packs. So it's not tragic, but like, the rank 1 ones are really, really good, and I would have done a proper video about them. But at this point, we'd already got a Thiago Silva. This is going to be the video, and I just wanted more untradeable cards to be trading in for more Champions League cards, basically. Like I said, a little bit addicted. I'm very, very, very excited. So, we opened up our first, I believe, 50k pack. We've gotten ourselves an inform in this one, so my pack luck is popping off. We've had 2 walkouts and then an inform in a row, which is pretty ridiculous. It is, like I said, these are untradeable. It was just for stocking out my club for SBCs and Champions League packs and stuff like that. So, to get an untradeable inform, I mean, it's actually half decent. If you chuck us I mean, I didn't do the Hazard because I thought that was an absolute waste of coins to spend 700,000 coins on a untradeable Hazard. He's probably going to get an inform within the next month, and it's only the 3rd week of FIFA. But I did do the Lucas because he was only like 40k. Someone in the middle, like, for example, if we got a Player of the Month, Sigurdsson? Could get it. We got offered Sigurdsson last month. I don't know if we get offered him again. Firmino, maybe Firmino's would be like 89, it might be a little bit too much. If you were someone who's like 300k and actually sick, I'd probably do it. And you probably need some informs, but Hazard was a little bit ridiculous. 100k, maybe pushing 150, I do kind of regret a little bit not doing the Juanfran, the right back, because he's like the best right back on the game by miles. And that was like 100k. But as you guys seen, I opened the 50k pack. We got some duplicates. I jumped over and traded in the duplicates so that now when it says you got some items to deal with, we can pop the untradeable ones into... Oh no, these are the tradable ones. I swapped them round so I can throw the Lucas Leiva onto the transfer list. I traded in the untradeable ones. We get to keep the tradable ones that were already in our club, and we can open another 2-player Champions League pack. So we've had 2 walkouts and an inform. No walkout this time, unfortunately, but it is still absolutely sick. We got ourselves a Rabiot, who is getting on for Hull Club levels and is absolutely insane on this game. Even though his normal card's an 83, it's ridiculous. And obviously, this one's a little bit better and looks a little bit cooler, which again, thinking about putting him into my team. You guys in the comment section the last few videos have been saying the team's getting a bit boring, we haven't changed it for ages, do something with it. Well, we've just got ourselves 2 blue PSG players. Let's see what we can do with that and switch this team up a little bit and splash some of the coins that we have got. But first of all, we're on a streak. We can't end it there. Rabiot was like 6'4", got 80s across the board and all of his stats. He's pretty bloody ridiculous, and we're looking forward to probably, potentially, definitely sticking this guy into our squad. But first of all, we've got some more packs to open and some more blue Champions League cards to be doing. So apologies that this video is all post-commed. We are going to go live in a second and I'm going to show you guys what we've got, potential team ideas and stuff like that. But in fact, we can have can we have a poll? Shall we have a poll? We might have a poll. I think we might have a poll. Okay, we'll have a poll about when we go live about some stuff with the team ideas and things like that. But yeah, like I said, I was just waiting for my video to render and upload it before I went out and went shopping with my girlfriend, and I was just sat here just playing a bit of FIFA. Basically, it just happened that playing a bit of FIFA involved grinding out. It takes a little bit of time to make them and make sure you get all the untradables in and stuff like that. I've obviously chopped it all out and you guys just get to see the fun stuff, but it was about an hour of just doing stuff and opening these packs and getting these players into my club and things like that. So apologies that I didn't turn the camera on and get my live reaction. It would have been so much fun. You guys got to see my live reaction. Even off camera, when I'm not like talking to you guys and playing up to YouTube, I was still being a massive nerd and super gassed about getting Thiago Silva, so I was having good fun. In the next one, pulled ourselves an 85, so we got 1 better than Rabiot. Not quite a walkout, and annoyingly, we've already got an untradeable version of them that's 1 rating higher. But I suppose we can just trade them in for an SBC down the line at some point, so not the worst. We've got a blue Chesney, we've already got a red Chesney, and we'll buy a normal Chesney and a black Chesney, and we'll have absolutely bloody every Chesney. But we got Chesney and we got Fellaini. So that was that one. We then, I think, once we stick these into our club, we can then open another pack. So we've got a 50k pack left to go, so we're just going to jump in with a 50k pack. No walkout in this one, unfortunately. Boards though, which is pretty decent, so we're not trading in any of the boards or anything like that. Like, we're keeping the 83s, the 84s, even most of the 82s. I wasn't really trading them in too much. So there's no rating requirement on it, you just need rares and gold. Like, you need 6 rares and all gold, so I was trading in all of the untradeable rares you're getting, and I did have to start trading in some tradable non-rares just to finish the squad off. I thought it was better to trade in some untradeable non-rares than it was to trade in untradeable rares, if that makes sense. Like, I can always get more non-rares and they cost basically nothing, so I kept all of the rare ones in case I wanted to do some more next time or along the line or something like that, because it'll cost me more to go and buy the rare ones if I traded 11 rares in this time. Does that make sense? That makes sense to me. Makes sense in my head. I'm pretty sure it makes sense to you guys. It was better to trade in my tradable non-rares now than have to trade in tradable rares later on. So that's what I did. We put the ones that we had as duplicates in so we could pop them into our club. And then we got ourselves another Champions League 2-player pack. No walkout once again. Who are we going to get in this one? I've actually kind of forgot. Oh, this was a crap one. This was an Argentinian from Inter, but unfortunately it was Martinez and not a Cardigan. If we got a Cardigan, this would have just been off the scale ridiculous. I don't even know how I would have got him into my squad. 2 pretty terrible ones in that one, to be honest, which left us with just 1 more 25k pack. So we'll grab that and then we'll use the duplicates in another final UCL Champions League pack. So we got ourselves an Almiron in this one. Not the best. We'd actually just trade them in, so we're going to trade them in again, I think. Get him into the squad. Or is he a dupe? No, he's not a dupe. I think we end up trading him in. We trade in this duplicate dude down the end as well. Once I sort that out, swap him with the tradable one we've got in our club. Tell you that we'll sort it out later. Go on, Andy. There you go. Tell her that you'll sort it out later. Jump over and build ourselves one final pack with the untradables and a couple of non-rare tradable ones. Get ourselves one final 2-player Champions League pack. Can we get somebody sick in it? Who are we going to go for? Come on. If we could get... I mean, I don't even know at this point. I'm just being greedy. It doesn't really matter. We've had an absolutely mental run, so let's just find out who we are going to get. Come on. Sort us another walkout? No. I've actually totally forgot who we got. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Oh, I remember. We got ourselves Pizzy. Not the greatest one to end on, but we've had an absolutely mental run. So, let's jump to live, where this is what the squad looks like, and we've got 387,000 coins after, like I said, selling our Andy Robertson for a ridiculous 80,000 coins. He actually came down to 57 this afternoon, and he's back up to 80. And I really, that's what we're going to do in a minute. We're going to go and buy some of these blue ones as well, because they're just such a good investment, because stupid people buy them for stupid prices, and they're only in packs for 1 day every 2 weeks. So I can, after I've deleted some of these squads, we can go and pick some of them up. I'm thinking like Pastore, Albiol, I've got a list of them all. Sort of high rated ones that aren't particularly expensive, but like after, in the week, like in the run up to when they're coming back into packs, like after a week and a half, they're worth like 20, 30k. So we're going to grab some of them. But first of all, I'm going to make a copy of my squad. So this is going to be called the blue team. So we'll just call it, it's got loads of blues in. We'll just call it blue, just so I know what I'm doing. If we go onto this one, it would involve getting rid of a couple of our players actually. So we would go to 4-3-2-1 and bring our Firmino down into the centre here, which would involve getting rid of Paulinho, and it would also involve getting rid of Talisca, Manolas and Florenzi. So some of you guys have been banging on at me to get rid of Florenzi for a while anyway, just because he's only 82 rated. You've been telling me to get one to watch or inform Cancelo. So it'd be looking like that. We would then, of course, bring in our blue Thiago Silva, which is pretty bloody ridiculous. He is going in there. We'd obviously then bring in our blue Rabiot, which again is pretty bloody mental. And then, to get them both full chemistry, we would get ourselves an inform Mounier, which would be absolutely sick. I mean, we could even buy his blue one, which is going for, at the moment, he's not a good one because he's got an inform. His blue card's like 30k. If I actually go and check it and see how much it was last week, I don't think it'll be that much more because, like I said, the informed people would just buy that instead. Okay, no, people are stupid. He was 66k last week, so he's probably going to go back up to about 50, but we don't want that. We want the better one. We're playing for champs here. We're not here to have a pretty looking team. If I fix the sword directions, we actually see the players properly. There we go. We want the informed one, the better one, the one that's basically in the Hull Club apart from his dribbling. The one that costs about 85, 75, alright, he's only like 70k, that's pretty bloody good. His stats are mentally 6'3", 87 strength, 94 stamina. He's a very, 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 very good defender, and that would make our defence pretty ridiculous. Some people hate on Thiago Silva, but I think he actually looks pretty good, to be honest with you. He's even good at dribbling and passing and stuff like that, which is very, very nice. It just depends whether the fact that he's 6 foot will pay... I'm going to say pay dividends, that's totally the wrong thing to say. Will go against them, but he is 89, he is untradeable, and he is blue, and he does get a strong link top with untradeable blue Rabiot. You guys are moaning at me to change the team, and it does look pretty bloody cool, so we get that. And then, this is where the poll comes in. So, there's 3 people I was thinking. So, the way I would play this in game is, of course, my usual 4-2-3-1. Rabiot and Lucas sitting back. Firmino as the central cam. Mane and Salah as the wide cams, as always. And then we can go for... I mean, I suppose we don't have to do that. We could play Firmino striker and put a Premier League cameo. So we could get Eriksen or De Bruyne or someone like that. I don't actually know how much Kevin De Bruyne costs. I don't even know if I can afford that as I'm offering it to you guys. But what I was thinking is to go for a Premier League striker and either get myself Harry Kane or Sergio Aguero. However, I was saying this in our Skype group that we've got that we chat to each other, other YouTubers and stuff, and Riggers said that Aubameyang is insane. Now, one thing I do have is an loan, I should say, Europa League Aubameyang. So we could stick him in and try him out. I've never been a big fan of him, but Riggers said he's insane. So maybe I should give him a go and see what he's like, and we could get this Aubameyang in. So I think I'm going to do this, though, when the poll comes in, is do we go Aubameyang, Kane, Aguero, or do we keep playing Firmino at striker and go for a Premier League cam instead? Let me know by voting on the poll, but I think I'm going to buy this because it looks absolutely insane. And like you guys said, shake the squad up, do something new. It's really, really cool. We could even get Skriniar and Handanovic back because I'm not sure how I feel about Chesney. He's a little bit... He just can't throw the ball out is what annoys me the most. That's probably my most annoying thing about him. But other than that, he's perfectly fine. He saves shots like... I've never seen him a goal go in and think, oh, Handanovic would have saved that. It's literally just his throwing just annoys me a bit. But we can see. We can see. He's pretty good. He's free. And Benetti is pretty good as well. So, yeah. Doesn't really matter too much, but I think this could actually be pretty bloody sick. And it would, of course, all we'd have to buy is the striker and the right back, or the cam and the right back. So, like I said, Mounier's 70k, but we're going to be selling Talisca for about the same. Paulinho is like 15, I think. It's not shit. Okay, we need to go into this way and compare his price. Pretty sure he's about 15. Oh, no, okay, he's like 10k. Manolas is about 15, I think. I built him for 34, so I'd hope he's a little bit more actually. Yeah, he's like 25, 23, something like that, and Florenzi's about 10k, I think. So basically what I'm saying is this will easily pay for Mounier and then some. So we'd have like 400k left after buying Mounier. But what I do actually want to go and do now is invest in some of these blue cards. So that is what we're going to do. And maybe we'll have to do a little bit of trading before we can buy ourselves a sick striker, because there's quite a few of them that I actually want to pick up. In fact, how long has this episode been going on? What are we on? We're on like 22 minutes, right? I'm going to do some more proper research because all the prices have changed, and I'm going to leave it there for you guys. You can have a vote on which striker or cam you think I should be going for. Like I said, qualitative content down in the comment section, qualitative data. Get your quantitative data in the votes up there. But I'm going to leave it there. We'll sort out buying our blues, maybe off camera. I'll do some research, and then I'll show you guys as we jump into Foot Champs to me tomorrow which team and which players I've decided to go for. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a crazy episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow.